Good morning. It's Thursday, April 25th, and gun violence in this country is a major disgrace and a major threat to our total society, to our daily living. It's a disgrace that we have many segments in our society that believe that the Second Amendment of the Constitution, with the phrases well-regulated militia, means that everybody should be able to carry a gun. It's ridiculous that we, a supposedly leading nation, a supposedly fairly intelligent nation, can continue to agree with that sentence in the Second Amendment, allowing people to arm themselves. And the increase in arms only leads to more violence and more gun deaths in this country. And so with all the stupidity surrounding the gun violence in this country, we have now reached a new level of idiocy. State legislators in Tennessee passed a bill on Tuesday allowing kindergarten through 12th grade teachers and school staff to be armed. So now we're going to have arms in their classrooms. Now, the educators who seek to bring a handgun on school grounds will be subjected to certain conditions, according to a summary of the bill. But I suspect that even if you are a normal human being and you are subject to certain conditions, whatever they are, you have to learn how to fire the gun, you have to learn how to load it, you have to learn how to keep it safe, and you have to do all of those things. But then I'm sure in one particular moment, you lose it, and you're in school with a loaded gun. I don't believe that you should allow that situation to exist in any schoolroom. I am not saying that any of these teachers in Tennessee are liable to shoot children or shoot themselves or do whatever it is. But why? Why do they need to have a gun on some place that is supposed to represent peace and intelligence and improvement of people's lives? Is carrying a handgun on the school grounds an improvement to their lives? Is that what they want to expose all these children to? An armed teacher marching around? And if they're not carrying their gun at all times, then what's the purpose of having a gun? So I'm going to have a teacher with a holster, whether it be a shoulder holster or something you wear around your hips. It's going to be exposed all the time. What's the point of having a teacher with a gun if they lock it in their drawer or something like that? When an emergency comes, will they be fast enough to get to that gun? No. So has Tennessee considered all of the ramifications in this situation? No. I am sure they have not considered every possibility. If they're so worried about the children, then let them have armed personnel outside the building. Let them have school guards. But let's not be arming the teachers. And what happens if the teacher is armed with a loaded gun and something happens accidentally and they lose it? And what happens if they have a gun and they forget to load it? All kinds of situations can erupt from this stupidity of allowing a handgun on the school ground. And who will the people of Tennessee hold responsible when the inevitable accident with the gun takes place? Are they going to hold their legislators' acts responsible for that? No, the poor teacher will be held responsible. I am sure if they have a gun and a teacher doesn't put it in the right place, and then you have a 10-year-old kid or a 9-year-old finds the gun, who's going to do anything about that? I would like to see the set of rules that have been established for these people who carry this gun. Now, this legislation hasn't been totally passed yet because it's heading to the desk of the Republican Governor Bill Lee for his signature. And this debate on arming teachers comes as gun violence remains the leading cause of death for children in this country. Right now, I have to tell you, the teachers are not in favor of this legislation. The teachers in Tennessee have been marching with signs against this particular legislation. They are not so stupid as the governors. They are not so stupid as the legislators. They are not really actively pursuing anything that remotely resembles acquiescence to this ridiculous law. So let's give the teachers in Tennessee a great pat on the back, so to speak, because they are against this legislation, and they have come out in force against this legislation. So why don't the legislators just give it up? No, they have to have their way. They have to have this law passed, and they have to hope that the governor signs it. Or if he doesn't sign it, but he doesn't veto it, it will still go into effect. So if you have a teaching population that is not willing to carry out your orders, why are you wasting valuable time presenting this situation? Why did the legislatures come up with this idea to arm the teachers? Is life so dangerous in Tennessee that the teachers have to be armed? Are they afraid of the K through 12 population? Or are they just pretending to be a leader in this country in attacking the gun violence problem? I don't believe that arming teachers is the way to safely protect our children. I don't believe that arming anybody is a way to protect anybody in this country. Because we have found that people with guns are dangerous. We find that every day. Every day there's a shooting. We have more mass shootings this year than there are days this year. Is that what we want to do? We want to continue on that path? Continue to put more guns in circulation? Tennessee cannot be looked upon as a leading state in any way, shape, or form if they believe in this particular activity, arming teachers. This is a disaster in the making. I leave you with that this morning. Have a great day. Bye. Thank you.